What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I have privated my Wandavision video so I could do some edits and stuff like that, but it is on YouTube, but you guys aren't allowed to see it yet. By the time I'm recording this video, I might unblock it, but yeah, I'm gonna be talking about Wandavision, which it's a very good show. Very good for a Wanda. First Wanda. First Marvel Disney Plus show. So let's talk about it. So episode one. First off, you gotta be a person who likes sitcoms or something like that to like this show, because some people have mixed feelings about it. Some people think, it's okay, it's not a masterpiece, but there are some things in there like Ralph Boner and stuff like that that kind of pisses you off. Then there's also those things that are like, oh my god, I love that. And then there's some of those things that some people think that it was poorly executed and stuff like that. And it was super trash, which I'm not going to mention any people, because I do know a person who really hated this TV show. But we're going to start off with episode 1, and I'm not going to go into full breakdown. I'm just going to mention one by not making this a 30 or 40 minute video, me just talking about WandaVision. So we start off with episode 1, which we start off with this Wanda right here. We figure out that she is living this perfect life with Vision. Vision is alive, and we're all like, huh, how did he come alive? What is going on? And stuff like that. And then we start... and then we see Vision go to work, meet these corny figures that are like, hey, ha, 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 and stuff like that. Like, you're having a good time. And then kind of in the middle, I think it was episode 1 or 2, that the radio goes on. It's like, there's like these weird things that happens in Westview that I was like, who the heck is that? What's going on? And stuff like that. And then episode 2, first off, before we go to episode 2, we get this new character, which is Agnes. Which she's the nosy neighbor, and it's super cool to watch her be around. She's all funny and stuff like that, which later in the episode we know that she's the villain Agatha Harkness, which is super cool. But you kind of like her a lot. She's like that hilarious person, stuff like that. She's like that comedian in the show. But then episode 2 we get more of these hilarious Dick Van Dyke and stuff like sitcoms. I love Lucy and sitcoms like that. But then we get like the B dude who shows up, and he's like, and then Wanda knows what's happening, and she's aware of what she has created and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And Vision's kind of like this person who's in his own world and doesn't understand what's going on behind the TV, which is super cool. And then episode 3, we figure out that Wanda has twins, and Wiccan and Speed right here, which is super cool, which and then she wears this outfit, which is super cool. Yeah, it was such a good thing watching that episode. Was super funny. It started getting into 70s, 80s, and then episode 4 we finally get behind the TV, which I thought that it was good to finally know what was happening before, like outside the TV. But I think it was a bit too soon, because we kind of got into the thing and then we knew that some stuff was happening. I think it went too quick. I think we should have stayed a little bit more in the funny stuff, and then we finally figure out like episode 5 or something that something weird's going on. But then episode 4, we figure out that Hayward and everyone is trying to figure out what is this big giant bubble. Jimmy Woo shows up, Darcy Lewis shows up. They're all trying to figure out what's going on, and then Darcy cracks the code. That's, oh, it's a sitcom, ha ha ha. And then it's and then we all figure out stuff like that. They send the drone in, and then it's color, ooh, cool. But then in episode, I think 5, episode 5, Vision starts to figure out what happened in episode 5. Oh yeah. In episode 5, Wanda kind of has Billy and Tommy. They're grown up, and they're growing up out of nowhere, which is cool. I didn't rewatch it, going off memory here. And we figure out that, Agnes had that weird scene with Wanda where she's like, do you want me to start over or something? We're all like, what's going on here? And then after that, we have Sparky the dog, which is a Marvel comic character, which I did not make in my showcase. I'm sorry, I did not make him be. I really wanted to. I really wanted to make him, but then I figured out no, it would be nearly impossible to make him because I don't have a white dog. But anyway, we find this dog, and then he goes to Agnes's yard, and each one of the flowers, which a whole bunch of fan theories say that, ooh, it's one of the lotus flowers or something that Agatha has in her garden that if you eat it, if Vision eats it or something, they can predict the future or something like that. And then Sparky dies, and then Wanda explains to the kids that, oh, I can't bring stuff back from the dead. And then Vision, earlier in the episode, we figure out that Vision awakes one of the people, and we figure out, Vision starts to figure out what's actually going on behind it, which that's why I kind of don't like it, because we already know that, ooh, Darcy, Monica, I forgot to mention her, Monica, and everyone else is behind it. That's why I kind of don't like it a bit, because we already know, we know stuff, but the main characters don't. It's kind of like, ooh, what? Like, whoa, what's happening? What's happening? Like, we kind of know that Scarlet Witch is behind the whole thing, because she rewinded it, so we're kind of know what's going on, but we kind of don't. And then after that, we go to that scene, and then Wanda and them both argue, and they're like, oh my god, what have you done? And you're leaving all these innocent people in this place. You're trapping them. And then they have a big argue, and then the door knocks, and then everyone's like, and then we figure out, oh my god, it's Pietro from the X-Men universe, and everyone starts to freak out. Ooh, is he controlled by Mephisto? Ooh, is the multiverse of madness already happening? And then we figure out that's Ralph Boner. Marvel. At least Marvel correct their mistake and put Shang-Chi in there. Shang-Chi. Mandarin and Shang-Chi, but of course they didn't learn that lesson. So then, we don't know that yet. We still think, oh my god, is he being controlled by Mephisto? Is it Mephisto? And then some people say in the mirror, oh my god, the creepy arm trying to pull him in or something going on. And then fan theories just start exploding after that. And we go to episode 6. And episode 6 is one of my favorite episodes. It's the Halloween episode, obviously, because they wear their comic outfits. It's probably one of your favorite episodes, too. Tell me in the comments below what was your favorite episode. But then, in episode 6, we get the comic outfits. We get Wiccan and Speed learning how to learn their powers, which is cool. That's their names in the comics. And then we start to learn all this other stuff about other stuff, and then we get more comedy. And then the craziest thing that happened in this episode was Vision tries to crawl out of the barrier in the episode. And he gets out of the barrier, and Hayward's just looking there. And we already know, when you watch the show again, you already know that Hayward already has his own vision. He's trying to find a power source. But then we figure out that he's part of the Hex, and he cannot escape. So if the Hex dies, he dies. Which is sad. But then Wanda expands the barrier. We see zombie Pietro, and then we're on to episode 7. Episode 7. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna really mention the tiny details of how Monica got thrusted out and stuff like that, because it's kind of, I'm gonna mention that now. But in episode 7, Monica goes back into the Hex. You guys already know, and I thought that was cool how she became Photon or whatever the MCU is gonna call her. We really do not know anything about that yet. And then we get Wanda in bed, and she's all like, After Halloween, it's as she expanded the barrier and stuff is all falling apart. Starts to fall apart. The Hex starts to crash. The virus, the computer system starts to crash, which is not cool. And then Vision wakes up out of nowhere, and some of the guys from the outside got sucked in. So now we have Darcy all of a sudden showing up and stuff like that. And she's showing up, being like, oh my, and being like, oh, ha ha ha, funny. And then Vision awakens her, and she's like, whoa, what is this? I kind of like being in this, like, sitcom thing. And then we cut back to Wanda, and she starts acting weird, like, I can't fix anything and stuff like that. And then and then, of course, Agnes walks in, and she's like, oh, look. Oh, yeah, it's this Wanda right here, by the way. But yeah. Do you need help, Wanda? We can help. I can help you. We'll give you a break. Yeah, let's go eat some sandwiches and watch cartoons and stuff like that. And then Monica gets there and she's like, Wanda, Vision, they want Vision and stuff like that. How'd you get in here? Get out of my house! And it starts like it's pretty good. That's kind of what that scene was a bit cool. And then Monica starts showing more of her powers and stuff like that. I just thought it was a really good seeing that. And then after that, of course, Agnes walks over there and be like, okay, you need to get out of here now before Wanda kicks your butt. But then after that, we finally figure out that it's Agatha Harkness, which we figured that out in like episode 1 or 2. We figured that out so early on. But that's not a complaint. That's just establishing that some people might not know who she is, and the episode cuts off. And that's what I kind of like about the episode, that The Mandalorian, sometimes you had that one episode, like The Passenger was one of my least favorite episodes of Mandalorian season 2, because it was just boring. You had this new frog lady, which we didn't really care that much about. She has her baby Yoda's eating the eggs, and it was kind of like, it's Mandalorian, cool. Oh my god, the starfighters are here. I forget. Oh my god, I'm blanking. And then it's so cool and stuff like that. But it's just, and then you get that episode with Boba Fett, and you're like, oh my god, look at that, whoa! And then you get like, Baby Yoda using the Force, and then you get Bo-Katan and everyone. It's just cool. But this one, I don't know why, but every single time I always wanted more, which that was good. Sometimes in The Mandalorian I felt satisfied with what we got. But yeah, and then in the next episode, it's basically a flashback episode. I'm not going to really go over this one that much. We figure out how Wanda got her powers, and then we figure out that the Mind Stone and stuff, and we all figure out how Endgame happened, that Hayward was lying to us this whole time. It was a pretty cool scene. Flash forward to episode 8. I think 8. Wait, were we just... Yeah, 9. Episode 9. Wanda has the kids captive, and then she starts fighting, dueling it out with stuff. White Vision shows up at the very end of episode 7, and he starts getting more fighting and stuff like that, and then he fights Vision. Then and then the boys, and then they come out, and then they start fighting the military and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. And then that one scene was really sad when Wanda takes down the Hex for that split second, when Agnes releases all of them and being like, you're the villain here, not me. And it was kind of true, but it was kind of sad. She's kind of like an anti-villain, anti-hero a bit. She's sometimes good and sometimes evil. I think that's a really good character for Wanda. And then she starts like taking down the Hex and choking these people, and it's all sad and stuff. And then after that, Vision and them both compare each other. We're like, oh, we're both not the same Vision. And then Vision touches the top of White Vision and then sinks his mind into White Vision, and then he just flies off. Like, he's gone, like completely gone. And then we're like, where the heck did he go? And can he be regular Vision? Like, he kind of just flew off, and a whole bunch of us were like, where did he go again? But yeah, it was a super strange scene. And then after that, we get the scene where Agatha and them both fight in the sky, and stuff like that. And then she creates ruins and create that little thing that in episode 7 where she's like, whoever makes the ruins can use her powers, and then she becomes full-on Scarlet Witch, which episode 7 they name dropped that, which was super cool. And then after that, it was just cool. And then she releases the hex, Billy and Tommy die, and then the first post-credit scene setting up Secret Invasion, Captain Marvel 2, and the second one sets up Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, and she's gonna be looking for her kids. And that was it. That was WandaVision. Which I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, and the disappointing. The good was the Scarlet Witch name drop, episode 6. There was a lot of good in this in this whole season. The kind of disappointing was Ralph Bohner. I thought that was a really good, bad, disappointing part. I wanted him to be Mephisto or something, but he was just a random dude. Like, why? Why was he a random dude? White Vision flying off, not knowing where he is or anything like that. That was kind of weird. And then, like, it was just, the disappointing was, waiting until March 25th, 2022. Because we get, I think we should have gotten, I think we should have waited until Falcon and the Winter Soldier was done because of Corona. Now, we gotta wait a whole, year now. We gotta wait to this time right now, and then we gotta wait till March 25th, 2022 to finally get the sequel to WandaVision, which is basically Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, basically season 2. And I'm intrigued to see where'd the kids go. I really wanted to get a season 2 or something later. It's just, I wanted more. Which we're probably never gonna get a season 2 because it wouldn't make any sense. It would have to take place right after Doctor Strange, a whole bunch of other movies, and who really knows. My favorite episode was episode 6. Episode 6 was one of my favorite ones. I thought it was a really cool episode, and I thought it was a really good series. The saddest part was when Vision goes again. He dies for the 3rd time. 4th time, I guess. Yeah, the 4th time. The 3rd time. The first time he died by Scarlet Witch. The 2nd time he died by Thanos. The 3rd time he died by being outside the hex. And then the 4th time he dies is by just dying. And Hayward goes to jail. So, yeah, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys like it. I thought it was fun filming it. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys like my WandaVision series showcase. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.